All right, hello everybody. We are setting up for hole number 8 of the Easter Links tournament here. It is going to be a par 4 with kind of a left option and a right option. So here I have Kingmaker on, I have Apocalypse. You want a half decent driver here. And let's see if I can't grab an opponent here and take a look at this. Not really sure what the wind's going to be here. But I have seen a few shots where guys are going for this green. I have never had a win that I could go for the green. So, not sure. Ooh, straight in the face. Okay, so unfortunately, I'm trying to think of my best ball. I don't even think this is a stupid design for a hole. Why would they design this and then give you straight in the face? You can't even go that way. Like literally, me with an Apoc 7, I would need to put on a dead ball just to even consider it, and then I'll barely maybe hit that fairway. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm just going to swap out balls here. There's no point of even... this is just a straight layup. This is crazy. And I do believe you can, curl it. I believe this fairway, is receptive to curl. Let me make sure. I've went this way one time, and as you can see, even with that curl, no real threat of going left there. In fact, I'm still very centered. I could have even used more curl. I could have used, at least 90 or 100 curl, and maybe gotten a little bit more aggressive on the left there. But this wind's crazy. I cannot believe that they would design this hole and then not at least give you, even 7:30 or 7 o'clock. I mean, at least give you the opportunity to use. I mean, you design a hole that you can't even take the other option. Like it's not even an option. Why did you make a hole that looks like this and then do that? That's just silly. That's crazy. So I'm assuming what we're going to need to do on this one, and here you're seeing I'm barely getting it to the safety zone here, so that's something to consider. You might want to, make sure that you have a Kingmaker on, just so you can, make sure that you can get behind the hole here. As you can see, I'm barely to the hole here. But notice how I'm setting up kind of intentionally to the right, and then I'm going to play kind of max rings on top of that. There's 5, there's 8-ish. I'm going to try a backdoor shot here. Didn't get it behind the hole. Should have added just a touch of power. I thought the wind was pointed a little bit downwind, but apparently I'm wrong. So, the goal is to, I do recommend probably bringing that in and trying to at least, side door it to where, if you're going to crank up the backspin, at least use, say, 7 bars. To where, that 7th hop, like that 7-bar 3rd hop would be right on the cup. You don't necessarily, because I don't even know if it's receptive to coming back. I've never played the shot, so I'm assuming, judging by the way that the green looks here, that you might be able to. And I'm just going to go ahead. I'll forfeit this one out. I'll try to win the next one. This guy can have that. I'll just try to win the next one outright. I'm assuming, 6 under will be more than good enough. Plus, you never know if your opponent's going to forfeit, so might as well play it a little bit safe than sorry. I'm assuming I wouldn't qualify anyway, but we'll just be a little cautious there. Like I said, if you're going to play that shot, I'm assuming, it's got to be from the side wind, other fairway like you just saw me do. Of course, as you can see, distance is kind of going to be a factor. You do want to get to short iron club, so you're going to want to crank it down there as far as possible. Probably going to have to do it with the Kingmaker. Just keep in mind, I did mine with a Apoc 7, which is probably going to be like a Kingmaker Apoc 5, for example. Would be pretty equivalent. Another thing that I just want to briefly mention, I think Thor has, 3 extra yards of power. So had I You know, I might actually switch Thor just to get that 3 yards of extra power. Kind of outweighs, you know, I like claw because the adjustments are easy, but those 3 yards of power could come into play, making sure that you're at max club and not getting to a, but, you know, as kind of a backup option, I would throw on Saturn. I had no idea that, you know, I was going to need to go at this with long iron possibly, but this is going to be the one hole where you're going to want to switch to Saturn and do a full backspin in case you are too long. So you're going to want to throw this on every round. Let me also, you know, throw this option out there for you. You're probably going to want to throw this rough iron on. Nirvana is not going to be your best choice if you do accidentally hit the rough there on the left. So throwing on Machete here, you can see the power number is still far more than the short iron. So you'll still have enough to get to the green even though the power is so short. But since it's longer than your short iron, as long as you get it, you know, within 12 yards of that distance, you'll still be fine. And you'll want to use Machete here. And, you know, I'm assuming you probably won't be, you know, offline enough to be into the sand, but in case you are, Houdini. I really don't think this is something that you need to throw on for this hole, but just maybe do it as a precautionary thing. Just remember, if you do switch your bag, to always go back and reset it. In fact, that's why you always see me now setting up in the ball and club area, because I want to make sure that you guys are practicing good form as well. So, and making sure you always have your bag set up the way that you want it. So good luck getting that one, and see you guys for the last hole here momentarily.